Washington, Washington Post, in a video released on Wednesday, December 27, by the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, ISIS, militant group, a one-legged fighter identified by the group as an American, called on Muslims in the United States to take advantage of the country's gun laws to obtain weapons and carry out attacks. The fighter, identified as Abu Salah al-Amriki, wears khaki fatigues with a holstered pistol in the online video, which was published by a propaganda wing of ISIS. He speaks in English with what sounded like a New York City area accent. Take advantage of the fact that you can easily obtain a rifle or a pistol in America, the fighter implored. Spray the kufr, infidels, with bullets so that their fear of the Muslims rises and they continue to reveal their hatred towards Islam. The Site Intelligence Group, a private organization that tracks Islamist militant media, published a copy of the video in which Abu Salah also called President Donald Trump a dog of Rome. You entered into the White House on the back of your crusader rhetoric, which the fake media has pressured you to tone down, the fighter said. The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security had no immediate comment on Abu Salah's identity nor the potential threat of his entreaties to violence. But the possibility that ISIS followers in the United States will acquire powerful weapons by legal means has been a growing concern of American counterterrorism officials. Just last week, the outgoing director of the National Counterterrorism Center, Nicholas Rasmussen, told reporters that permissive U.S. gun laws enable mass murderers who want to carry out large-scale attacks. We find ourselves in a more dangerous situation because our population of violent extremists has no difficulty gaining access to weapons that are quite lethal, Rasmussen said. I wish that weren't so. The video released on Wednesday begins with Abu Salah slipping on what looks like a prosthetic leg and pushing himself up on crutches. A bullet-scarred cityscape of demolished buildings appears in the background as he launches into his statement, which also urges other wounded and disabled militants to keep fighting. It was not immediately clear where or when Abu Salah's statement was recorded. This slickly produced video is part of a recent series the militant group has dubbed Inside the Caliphate that has featured mainly foreign militants threatening attacks. A montage of beheadings and bombings follows Abu Salah's statement, set to a soundtrack of militants chanting. The recent videos were produced by the ISIS Al-Hayat Media Center, which has published some of the group's most high-profile material targeting Western audiences. Its online magazine Rumiyah is published in several languages, including English, and often features calls for attacks in the West. The group has urged followers to kill with any tools at their disposal, including vehicles, and the group claimed responsibility for the October 31 truck attack that killed 8 people along a bike path in Lower Manhattan. In Wednesday's video, Abu Salah also tells attackers to get a knife and slice the throat of the infidels, so that they know that the blood of the Muslims is not cheap.